Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to share two recent pickups. I got two Mike Trout cards here. One I bought raw and graded myself, this one here, and then one I won on eBay at an auction. Yeah, I'll talk briefly just about Trout. Obviously, he's back from injury now. That's exciting or whatever. But I had actually never owned a Mike Trout prior to when he got hurt last year. I remember shortly after that, I bought my first kind of big Mike Trout card. I just felt like it seemed like a really good value opportunity at that time, with a lot of people just kind of down on his stuff and that type of thing with all the injuries. But to me, broadly speaking, three-time MVP, one of the all-time greats. What a 80 WAR or something like that. Just the highest WAR total among active players. All this, so he's a legend. His cards will have always been the good cards from this era. Along with the Otanis, with Judge, Betts, Harper, all these guys. So to me, I'm cool with Trout, especially when he's at sort of a bargain bin window for a lot of his some of this rare stuff. So, and not even necessarily a bargain, but just more affordable, maybe is a better way to describe it. So let's start with the one I bought already graded. This is the 2022 Topps. You can see there it's serial numbered out of 5. So it's a red parallel, a red refractor. Yeah, and this is a card that I just never would have been on my radar, but it just appeared. It seemed cheap, and it just felt like the right time to kind of go in on it. So this was running at auction. I think it had a pretty high starting price, around $200 or so, maybe 225, something like that. And I think I was the only bidder. So usually when people run their cards at those high starting bids, it's nice because you don't run the risk of it going super low. You can kind of get your minimum if you get any bid, or the card just won't sell. But it also doesn't have time to kind of like run up and kind of validate people in the moment with their bidding and this type of thing. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with it. The red wave out of 2022 Chrome there, and this is a PSA 8. So also that probably worked out in my favor. I mean, I don't really see any problems with it. It's just like, I mean, who cares if it's an 8 on a card like this? It's a red out of 5 Mike Trout. So, and then obviously waves command a little bit less, obviously, than the true red or true gold or whatever it is. But I mean, subjectively, I think the reds or the wave pattern looks way better than the true gold, true red in this era. I just think the just a more dynamic appearance. But I understand the just desire to have like the most basic version with the most continuity. Although I will say these waves have been around for a good whatever decade now, so it's not like they're just like not like they just pulled them out of their hat this year or anything. But it's a beautiful baseball card. Any Mike Trout red chrome out of 5 is always going to be cool to me. Interesting too with the fielding image. Typically you'll see Trout in a batting pose, but got a fielding shot here. 2022 also is really grown on me, just as an overall set design. It's so simple, but the logo on the bottom left just looks really, really cool. So, all right, so that's the red wave. I'll talk a little bit more about that later and kind of what my plan is with it moving forward. And then this is a heritage card. This is from 2024 high number, actually. It's one of the Chrome parallels. He was in just regular heritage, and he was one of the low number short prints. Card number 52, cards number 1 through 100 were SPs 1 in 3 packs or whatever. But this they chromed out the entire set in high number and gave every card that did not receive the chromium treatment chrome parallels in the high number set. So that included Trout. There's a lot of kind of little wonky differences about high number this year relative to the other sets. I won't go into all that right now. Maybe I'll do more of a dedicated heritage video about the last year of this of these parallels as they're previously structured or whatever. But yeah, this card showed up raw on eBay initially as part of a lot, and I had to communicate with the seller and ask him to make an adjustment because as far as I know, if you buy cards in a lot, they don't go through authentication, and this was an expensive card, so I wanted that safety, that guarantee of the authentication process from eBay. So I reached out to him. I was like, "Hey, can you just relist this and actually note it with a condition, so we can get this card through the authentication program and that type of thing?" And they were totally cool with that. Really nice. And yeah, so that was that. This card cost $750, I think. So you can kind of guess probably what parallel this is, but yeah, let's just show it to you here. And this is a raw card, so I bought this and graded it myself, and it's just a real beauty with the City Connect Angels jersey, one of the better City Connect uniforms that they've come out with. Copy number 1 of 5 there, right below the A in Angels. You can see really nice shine on these 2024s. The high number, or the golds out of 5, and this one got the PSA 10, so I was really fired up about that. But yeah, really, really, really fired up about this card. I just think that's such a cool Trout. That'll be his last Heritage gold out of 5, as they changed the serial numbering obviously to 50 moving forward to kind of align with their other products and whatnot. But yeah, really, really special stuff here, and kind of just built a small little dynamic Mike Trout collection out of nowhere. I've got a couple other cards. One I think I've shown before, but I have another one at PSA right now getting reholdered that I'll show in a future video. But yeah, yeah, it's cool. I've always, I've always respected Trout. Obviously, as a fan of baseball in this era, he's one of the main characters for sure, and he always will be. And yeah, just fired up to have some of his really nice cards. So yeah, that's the gold out of 5. And then on this one, I do have this one listed on eBay. I'm not sure how serious I am about selling it. I think I've got it up for like $400 or so, which to me, I mean, it seems reasonable for a Trout Chrome. But right now, the market's just kind of stagnant, and there's not a lot of movement just around anything really. Uh, I don't know. That's hard to say, but at least around Trout stuff. But I have some other cards that I'm really looking at buying, so I just threw up a few things to see if I can get any bites on eBay or whatever, and try to pick up a couple other cards that I'm interested in. But this Heritage one is definitely not leaving. This is probably going to be around for quite a long time. So yeah, but yeah, really fired up about the Trouts. Appreciate you taking time to watch the video. Hope everybody's doing well, and yeah, see you next time. Later.